a brand new Amazon publishing initiative. I will break this down for you and show you how it goes. It's called Kindle Vella. And you can back my new initiative, which is Deus Vult, a Crusader fantasy graphic novel. This is a full 66-page graphic novel with a bunch of goodies from the extra stretch goals right now. We're trying to get to that $25,000 stretch goal before close. It is a fantasy map to be added to the book. It's beautiful stuff, and I hope you will check it out. Support the channel, get a great fantasy story, enjoy good works, and that's all. This link will be in the description below for anybody who wants to check it out, and everybody who has already backed. I very much appreciate your support. Thank you. Let's get to the story of the day from Publishers Weekly, which is Amazon Debut's new self-published Kindle Vella story format. You can see right here it is meant for iPhones, and you get this very interesting sort of look with episodes here. Read episode 1, unlock episodes depending on how you set things up, etc. And it looks very slick. It looks very modern. It doesn't look like your old school like Kindle, just wall of text on a page. It's definitely formatted very well for phones, which is what the modern reader will want. Now, the whole concept of this is to get serialized storytelling going. And I appreciate this on this level. Serialized storytelling is a lost art in some ways. Yes, we have different book series that go on for a long time, but it's really not the same as like those old pulps where you'd get 3,000 words of a story, and then in the next magazine, another 3,000 words of the story, etc. And each little scene would have its own sort of beginning, middle, and climax, and people would be able to tune in at different times and things like that. It was a really cool way to do things. And now Amazon is doing this here, and I believe these are meant to have about 500 to 5,000 words per installment, so it does lend itself towards that cool little serialized storytelling format. The other concept is that the first chapter is free. So you open up with the first chapter, see if you like reading it. If you want to continue on, you then hit the deal. It allows readers to get a good sampling of what the writing is, what the story is, see if they're going to pay attention to it. It's going to require writers to really add a lot to those first chapters to make them exciting rather than simply having a long, drawn-out world building before they really get into the story. That could only be a good thing right there. And as you can see, you can set the different amount of tokens that you want to charge in order for people to continue on to the next chapter. It's a really cool thing. I hope there is a feature, I don't know if this is in here or not, but I would really like one myself that somebody could subscribe to the story so that it automatically pays for it whenever a new one comes out. That's one thing that I've been missing with Amazon Books, and I saw this on Marvel and DC Comics, that Amazon actually allows you to subscribe to the Marvel and DC Comics, and when the next one comes out, it just automatically delivers it to you and charges you. Well, wouldn't that be nice to have on my novel series if I could have a subscribe button so that you just don't even have to think about it when it comes out and you just get it? That would be very cool, and I would really hope that something like that would be integrated into this, because at a lower price point here, these tokens aren't all that much. I think it's 200 tokens for $2 or something like that. At this lower price point, you are able to probably retain a lot of good subscriptions this way. So very neat stuff. I definitely like the content. Once you get into it, this is the Kindle Vella from the author's perspective setting, where you can then say whether it's an ongoing or closed story. You put in your title, book, and then you go John Del Arroz, and then you go action-packed sci-fi. You should probably make a better description than that. And then you get a story image, and this is interesting because it's not a full cover. It's more like an avatar like you get on a social media network and things like that. So very interesting on that level how they're kind of making this more of a social media experiment on things. They don't have comments, I don't believe, that they allow on the stories, but they do allow you to thumbs up your favorite ones. So you can hit that like button. Hit that like button, people who are watching this. And that's where it goes. Then you get into your category, and you pick your category for what you want, and you can type some tags. You go like steampunk if you want some different things here, and you can then add that like so. So very cool. Save a draft, and then you publish the episode. And it's a very simple, intuitive way to publish yourself. Very neat. I'm interested in this. A lot of the authors in the comments on that Publishers Weekly article were a bit skeptical. They're like, I don't know if you can make money at this, blah, blah, blah. And who knows? Amazon's done several initiatives like this before, and you never know if it makes money or not. But I like to try new things. I like to explore strange new worlds, as it may be. And so I'll definitely be trying to put some stuff up on this. It'll be interesting to see whether people use this as its own sort of platform, or if they use it as a, like, hey, I'm writing this, and once the story's done, I'm just going to then republish it and repackage it as a novel, which would make sense. And if you can get double the revenue by doing that, that could be a very helpful, cool thing. What do you think about this? Be interested to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment down below, hit that like and subscribe button, and we will be back soon.